家好，这是 Cat and Sid. So somebody asked us, what is the deal with ladies getting their name changed after they get married? And is that in conflict with feminism? What do you do after you get divorced? So we're going to discuss that today.
I feel like in order to answer all these questions, we should start with like, why did people change their last names in the first place?
A long time ago in Europe, women did not really have rights. So basically, they were the property of their dad. And then when they got married, they were the property of the husband. And they didn't really have their own last name. So then when they got married, they took their husband's last name.
So basically, changing the last name thing is like a sexist thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
But today, people still doing this.
Right.
It's still like a sexist thing.
Obviously, the history of it is very sexist. But nowadays, it's more like you get to choose. You can do it if you want, but you don't have to do it.
Is it changing last name in conflict with like feminism?
I mean, I definitely see the argument in that. Today, it's more about you get to choose what you want. You know what I mean?
So feminism is about to have the right to choose what you're gonna do. So you choose to change or not.
Right.
Okay. Your mom changed her last name, right?
Yeah, she changed her last name to my dad's last name when she got married. And her old last name is now her middle name.
Wait, what if your name is Cat Fang? What if my last name is, for example, Chen? Then your new name will be Cat Fang Chen KFC.
Hilarious. That would be a reason to not change your name. If you don't want to have initials, spell out something slightly embarrassing that people are gonna tease you about.
Wait, first, like the initial here is like really important.
Right.
Like you have to use your initial all the time.
Right. It's always like sign this initial here. And my parents call me by my initials. Like when they're writing something, they just write my initials. This is why you need different options. So like we mentioned before, there are actually a bunch of different options for changing your last name or not. You can keep your old last name. You can change your last name to your husband's last name. If you do that, you can do what my mom did and just put your original last name as your middle name, or you can just keep your old middle name. It's kind of up to you. You can do either. Other options, you can also have two last names basically. You can use both interchangeably, but I think on legal documents you have to sign with both. Another one that seems pretty popular is hyphenating your names. When you get married, you take the two last names and you just stick them together with a little hyphen in between. And then you can both have that last name. You both share each other's last names.
But that would be like super long.
Yeah, that's the problem with the hyphenated names. They're often super, super long. And imagine the situation, two people and they both have hyphenated last names. And they get married. What are they doing? What kind of situation is that? It's gonna get too confusing.
They just make a new last name.
That's an option. It's a very, very, very rare thing. So let's say some guy whose last name is Anderson marries some lady whose last name is Goldstein.
Okay.
Then they can combine it to Anderstein or something like that.
Isa
Helen. Right. Isa Helen? I'm sorry, but this is like kind of an embarrassing name.
What if people get like divorced? Do they change their name back?
Again, it depends on the situation. Some people will change their name back to their original last name, but some people won't. I have definitely known people who've done both.
So how about you?
How about what?
How about you? What do you think?
About what?
About changing last name and what you're gonna do?
When?
I don't know when.
When? When would I change my last name, huh?
I don't know.
You don't know? You blush?
No, I'm just asking you the question. People are asking this question, so you answer.
You're asking this question.
No, people are asking this question.
Originally, before I kind of did some research into this, I kind of just assumed, of course I'm going to change my last name when I get married. It just kind of seemed like...
Because it's a tradition.
Right, it's kind of a tradition and like, oh yeah, it seems nice, romantic to do that, you know what I mean? But now, I feel like, why would I go out of my way to do that? It seems like kind of a big hassle to do that. For example, if we're to get married, well, first of all, in China, it's not like a tradition to do that. So it seemed kind of a little bit weird.
But you're American.
Right, I'm American, but it just seems like, okay, I mean, maybe.
Out of all the emperors in China, in Chinese history, Liu is the most common one. So it's like this last name just like associated with like, you know, that kind of image, you know, oh my
Regal.
God. Right. So it's good to have a, you know, this such a good last name.
But doesn't, you know, that guy, the snake guy with the plastic surgery, isn't that his last name too?
Yeah.
Are you guys cousins?
No.
Can I just hyphenate it? Like, dash Liu.
Sounds weird though.
No?
It's not. I mean, I guess it's a good option. I don't want to be too sexist. I mean, I don't want to be sexist.
Don't want to be too sexist. Just a little bit sexist. EDR sexist.
The kid's gonna learn both Chinese history and US history. He probably gonna be more impressed by the Chinese history, right? I mean, not like biased. I'm not biased. Like, you know, like just
I'm
like
not biased.
just you know, like the kids want to learn some older stuff. So he probably gonna you know the more they could learn about the Chinese history. So be like, you know, I'm gonna have a Chinese last name. Oh my god, we got so cool.
That's fair. Imagine our kid ends up looking like extremely white. I mean, you already have huge eyes anyway. So imagine the kid's gonna have. I mean, we're moving to China together. You're bringing me there. I met your family already. I met your nai. What am I supposed to do now?
Now you're Liu Ling.
Liu Ling. 我叫榴莲. Well, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope this was interesting and maybe answered some questions you had. Please let us know what you guys think in the comments. And also, it would be great if you could share this video and follow us. And also, 请给我们投币. Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye, 再见.